I'm 75,000 and it's pushing me around like crazy. But it ain't raining, it ain't.
I wish he would let me know something one way or another. Obviously, he's there, or we wouldn't all be on those same lines.
Well, I think he had to hang up one line to call
Good
you.
evening, y'all, and welcome to Nomad Radio with James and Papa Joe, where the discussion is real, but no sugar added.
Maybe that's what we should name the show. Trucking with technical difficulties.
No sugar added.
I can't help it. It comes naturally, man. I'm cursed.
Yeah, sir.
Forget you're cursed. You have to listen to it.
Well, I'm out here in the storm myself.
Right? Well, Michael should be just about to his stopping point. I got about 46 miles to go, and I'll be stopping.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good evening, y'all, and welcome to Nomad Radio with James and Papa Joe, where the discussion is real, but no sugar added.
Well, we made it.
We are on live. What a deal. Hey, folks, welcome to the show. Should be a number scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. Give us a call and let's talk about something. You pick it, we'll talk about it. If we don't know about it, we'll lie. We'll act like truck drivers and make something up. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that part, was I? You got James on here. Michael's called in already, and I think I'm
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I got 21 miles to go.
right. You're the only one that's in decent weather, and I got a gator in the road. I got 45 miles to go. I got my 1 hour warning from the computer over there. James is playing in the rain, acting like a big sissy, crying about it.
No, this ain't no rain. This rain's going sideways, man.
You need to call Forrest Gump. He'll tell you about it coming up from the ground.
Yeah, right.
I like Forrest.
Be like Lieutenant Dan up there on that mast.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man, he's a good actor. Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
He is.
Well, I've had an interesting day. I've had my truck out where trucks ain't supposed to be. Scratched up the side of this trailer a little bit. And yes, I did call in on myself and told them they should fire me. I don't know if I had much luck with that part or not. And I took some pictures to send the safety of the road I was on. Michael seen them. You did good to get a big truck down these roads.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, Michael? You said, can two cars even meet?
Well, I was going to, I mean, according to that, I mean, from that perspective, that picture, I don't think two cars could, I mean, well, yeah, they probably could if they, like, one, they could pass, but not at any kind of speed.
Right. Oh, it was skinny.
Oh, no.
Louisiana macros down there around the Slidell area, down in Covington, Louisiana.
I bet you've been up Highway 9 in Arkansas, in the northeast corner there.
Right.
Well,
I see you there, Mr. Police. Right.
You got them poke 20-mile-an-hour turns, or it'll look like a snake going back and forth, back and forth.
Well, a couple of the worst ones was Old 71 up through Arkansas before they built that 540. That rascal was a challenge. And then coming down Old 95 across Hoover Dam. That one was a challenge. So,
Which one was
both
that?
of them, you really did. Pardon?
Which one was that went through the Boston Mountains there, run alongside 71?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, no, not off the top of my head.
Oh, it was terrible. I accidentally got over there one time.
Accidentally. You had a girlfriend. Tell the truth.
Kind of like 30 there alongside the turnpike in Pennsylvania, you know.
Right?
I had to run that one time because I didn't have no money.
Yeah, I remember them. I got over there in West Virginia and had to deliver to some lines. Buddy boy, that got interesting. Uh-oh, is it me breaking up or somebody else?
No, I'm here.
Okay, I heard somebody clatter. Okay. Well, yeah, I got to that one mine up on top of this hill. They got telling me about another sister mine. They said that a dozer had to pull you up that one. And then it would chain onto your back end to hold you back to let you roll off the hill. I said, no, thank you. This one's good enough.
Where are you at, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm in Oklahoma now.
Oh, who's
They're
on there?
building another new love.
I'm on US 83.
Oh, I thought I heard
He's still in
somebody
the...
else on there.
Yeah. I probably heard me
Hello.
chattering about another new Lowe's. They are popping up everywhere. Oh. I'll be stopping in Jackson, Mississippi tonight myself. Oh, man. I'm getting feedback over my headset coming through that town there. I'm hoping it goes away now. Oh. All right, one of you two pick a subject.
Well, hang on a second. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll be here. Oh. Oh.
Are you still rolling?
Yeah, I got another 40 miles to go. I'm running across old US 49 down there. It's been a long time since I've been across this rascal. Oh. Oh, this ain't skinny. This is 4-lane. I got to drive away from a load today. I delivered them cabinets this morning. Needed to go about 75 miles to pick up a load to the southwest. Supposed to have had an open appointment from 11 to 5. I got over there just a few minutes after 12 to find out I had a 5 o'clock appointment. It wasn't no 11 to 5. Well, I called my people and let them know what was going on, which was not received well. And they started making phone calls and evidently had words with the broker and told me, get out of there. I'm going to find you something else. Go over here to this place. I'm chugging about that all afternoon. Anytime you just drive away from a load because they lied, I like it. I find it humorous. Oh.
Well, you got to get unloaded in the morning, get another one, and go back home?
Actually, I'll drop this one at the yard. I'll get to the yard tomorrow, and they'll have me a load already sitting there to head south. This don't deliver until Friday, somewhere up in Kansas. I forget, Fort Stockton or something. So this will deliver up in Kansas somewhere. They'll have one of their guys run it up there. By then, I hope to, if not be home, I hope to be well on the way to being home. So, one of them deals. I really ain't got but, alright. I really ain't got but maybe 500 miles in the day if I'm lucky. And I've ran out my 14-hour clock doing it. But 2.5 hours getting unloaded at the cabinets, which ain't bad. I'm not complaining at all. I drove as far back on them skinny roads as I could, and finally I told them, nope, that's it. I ain't going no farther. I can't make that turn. So they wound up bringing up a straight truck and unloaded me there in the street. I'm parked beside a county jail. They unloaded me sitting in the street into their straight truck and ran it back and forth. So
yeah,
it took a minute.
Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm turning down the background noise.
You're doing what?
I'm turning down the YouTube so it don't get feedback.
I say you got to call her.
Oh, we got to go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just, I just sent a message and somebody said, I guess you said call in, so it's the only number I could find. This is what I called in on. You on the road?
Welcome to the show.
I'm telling you.
Where the party never ends.
Well,
We're all on the road right now.
Then he,
Well, yeah, I ain't
no, it's supposed to be bad weather. I'm not out there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where I'm at, it's beautiful. I'm rolling down US 83, just crossed over from Kansas into Oklahoma. Beautiful.
Who's it, Papa Joe?
No.
I'm down here in Mississippi.
Well, hello, Mississippi, Papa Joe, all the guys.
Yeah, it's been windy. It's starting to let up a little bit down here, but it got awful dadgum windy there for a little while.
Got a hell of a lot of hail in DeSoto last night. I was worried about vehicle damage.
Right.
Yeah, when I took off this morning across Wyoming, 80 across Wyoming,
Uh-huh.
kind of stretch between Rawlins and Laramie. I'd do all of 45 mile an hour because of the wind and more likely the ice. And I got just to Laramie, and somebody got on the radio and said, anybody know why they shut 80 down? Well, I said, well, this is when I was rolling through. When I was rolling through, there was one truck on its side. Its load spilled everywhere. I mean, it was pretty messed up. I mean, bad. And then a little further up, there was a pickup truck sitting in a median with two people in it, just stuck there. And just a little bit further up from that, there was two cops, an ambulance, and I found out a few miles down that there was a fire truck on its way up. And so, yeah, I mean, it was pretty bad, you know. I mean, you know,
Sam Michael was talking about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Between the wind and the ice, it was a bear. We was talking about this morning. We talk a lot during the day. And what blows both of us away is he's telling me that the road sign out there they have like a lot of the electronic signs to post the speed limit. And they're posting 45 miles an hour. And he's like, man, these people are just flying by me. And it ain't just cars, you know? It's like, well, we're on the interstate, we should go. Well, maybe not. Maybe they have a clue. That's why they said 45. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, them three wrecks, that pretty much, you know, you'd have thought that pretty much would have said it all, but,
right?
You know, I mean, I wasn't happy about doing it, but, you know, on the other hand, you know, if I tried going any bit much more than that, you know, of course the truck started feeling a little squirrely, and I was like, nah, that's all right. I'm good with that. I'm good. I'll do my 45. You know.
When are you coming back to work, Bruce?
Yeah, I'm still here.
When are you coming back to work?
I talked to Ken today. I'll be going in Sunday. I'll be rolling out Monday, and it looks like the Grove City lanes are shut down. We're not going to be pulling no more Grove Cities for a while. Yeah.
Well, that don't shock me.
What did the doctors tell you? Said you're old and falling apart.
Basically, you know, steroids, antibiotics, lay low, release me, go back to work for Monday.
Right. Yeah, when I had pneumonia, they gave me them steroids. Boy, they would give you a false impression of youth.
Yeah,
they do.
I mean, they just made me jittery as hell.
Oh no, they made me feel good and gave me some energy, and I was like,
oh yeah,
wow, damn, give me some more. And I said, no.
Oh yeah.
Y'all ain't no fun.
So I'm you guys, I'm doing the analytical here for a minute. I'm looking at the YouTube presentation, and this number's flashing across the bottom. Call into the show, last 43319. But yet we're not talking on YouTube now.
Well, you got to talk to your mother too.
We're on YouTube.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I just hear it. Yeah, it's coming across now. There's a delay. I'm just now hearing it come across YouTube right now. There's a delay. My bad.
But if you don't turn it down, you'll have a hell of echo in all the phones. You know what I mean?
Can you hear it? Are you getting feedback?
No, you will if you don't turn it down.
I've already turned it down. You want me to turn it down more?
Well, turn it down more, you turn it off. Then what will you do?
Well, you're listening on the phone. It's delayed coming over there, and it's just you know what I mean?
No, I'm listening on the earpiece, the Bluetooth. It was delayed on the laptop.
Yeah.
Right. Which is common practice.
That's all I'm doing, calling, practicing, you know.
Right,
going in a little bit. Get off here.
I appreciate it. That's same thing with Michael calling in. You know, I appreciate y'all calling in. That's what makes it a show. Call in, they can join right on in.
Call up, talk about, you know, the weather, whatever, but try to iron out the bugs. And right now we're looking at what we got 6 people watching.
Okay. Well, cool. That's 6 more than we had an hour ago. Well, and as we
7 watching now.
As we get better on some of this stuff and get some of the bugs ironed out, I'm quite certain it'll be picking up. So,
well, but it's on you now too, so you don't know how many people are on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I went to that.
Go
He
ahead.
was asking for a flash driver.
Huh.
Tried to direct me to Firefox and Chrome.
And it didn't offer you a link for one?
Yeah, but he's got a Mac. I don't think he wants that.
That's exactly what's going on. It ain't like in Safari. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here, man. I'll holler at you later. Adios.
All right, appreciate you calling in. Bye. Oh. Well, Michael, you'll be about ready to park up.
Yep, 4 miles away.
What a deal.
I had to hit the shoulder.
Right. I understand.
I tried to wait.
Right.
Hell, getting old, man.
Oh, well, getting back to my story on this morning's delivery, new drivers and potential drivers need to use that as a learning experience. Now, I had all kinds of Google Maps and all this stuff that I don't know if my company printed them out or if the shipper did. But everything just looked so pretty. Oh, it'd just be drive right in there. And when I got there, it sure wasn't. And the biggest thing, which Michael had to get like that the other day, is not to panic. And it's easy to say that, but sometimes, especially when you're new, it's really hard not to panic. You start getting yourself into a situation, and what do I do, you know? And the best thing to do is just stop and think about it a minute. Don't do anything rash. Just calm down and think it through. So
I actually had to talk back when I was doing shows. I had to talk one of the drivers, and where this one place we went to, it was, you know, the GPS was saying go this way, this way, this way. Of course, there's a lot of construction, roads closed, whatever else, and I mean, I'm not sure what would have, you know, I mean, it could have gotten bad because I told the guy, you know, he's calling me, he's like all shook up, and I told him, I'll tell you what, stop right where you're at, stop. Put your four-ways on and stop. I can't. I mean, he's starting to, you know, I can't stop. I'm in the middle of the road. Stop.
right.
Stop where you're at. Put your four-ways on. Compose yourself. You know, I mean, I ultimately had to like just say, you know, yell at him, like, you know, all right, you know, like,
right.
Get a grip. You know, I mean, because this guy. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm just saying that's that panic mode. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
That's that panic mode. It can get you.
Mm-hmm.
Won't let you think straight.
I'm never doing this again, and blah 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 blah. You know, well, I mean, it's I mean, it came down to when that happens, when the adrenaline starts to, you got to control that adrenaline. Because once the adrenaline starts to go, you start getting flooded, right? I mean, it will literally, it's that whole fight or flight mode. You literally will be unable to think.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
you know, now, speaking of adrenaline junkies, I know we wasn't talking about adrenaline junkies, just adrenaline. That's like today on 55, coming up out of Nolens. There was a Mississippi cop in the middle. and a car flew by me just as I was getting to him. There's my half-hour warning, and I am 23 miles away. But, I'm watching this cop, and I knew he was going to come get him, and sure enough, he waited a minute, pulled out, and you can see him in the hammer lane back there, everybody getting the slow lane out of his way, and they wait forever. And then they gouge on it, want to run 100 miles an hour to catch up with that car. As soon as he got past me, I eased on over in the hammer lane, and sure enough, he stopped that car right in front of me. They had slowed down already. They knew they was caught. But look at all the dead dinosaurs they're burning, waiting on that to let that car get far enough ahead they got a gouge on it. It's like, really? Yeah. There's no way you got his license plate number. You can't tell me you're calling all that information in. So.
Yeah, I know.
That's my rant.
That's the only fun. It's the only real fun they have. So,
Right. Let's sit around and wait on somebody chase them.
Yeah.
You're out there listening, call in, man.
Pardon?
Say what?
I said, anybody out there listening, call in.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I already did.
Yeah. Yeah. Facing just about dead west.
Well, I think your back could be to it in the morning. So, Michael has on a load of trees, nursery trees. I guess he's
trees
taking
and
them,
shrubs.
Taking them to school. Rolls of paper, big old rolls of paper.
Oh, ain't that fun?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. What am I doing here? I'm on duty.
Don't ask us. That's your computer.
I got a load of laundry soap on here.
There you go. Procter & Gamble. Where are you taking it? Kmart?
Procter & Guide.
Taking it to their distribution center.
Yeah.
Down here in Edwardsville.
There was. Okay. We used to take some soap. Seemed like it was over there on 70 or something. I'm not sure where. But right there around the St. Louis area. Seemed like that's all we ever took in there was soap. Now, I was thinking it was Kmart. I could be wrong. I have slept since then. Oh, twice.
Yeah, they got a distribution center right there off of 270 on the north side over in Illinois.
Yeah. Now, I was thinking it was in Missouri, but you know how these get after a while. They all just run together. Now, what's your forecast? You said it's raining real bad right now. What's the forecast there?
High winds and storms. The last I heard, it's supposed to be letting up at dark,
Yeah. Now, is that just through the night, or is it stretching into tomorrow, or what?
No, it's just supposed to stop tonight sometime.
Right.
I thought it was around now. It still looks like the Wizard of Oz out here,
Right.
Oh, that's terrible. It never bothered me that much until I got hit by a tornado for my house, my truck.
Right.
One big ass tree hit my truck.
One of the few.
Crushed it. Hit my son's Firebird, crushed it. It just tore up all kinds of shit. Worked it out, you name it.
All right. Yeah, you got it, Mr. Bear. One of the few times I was glad to see a red light. It made me slow down right before I met the cop. Oh, there goes one of our buses we were talking about, Michael.
Oh, yeah?
We was talking today about different bus drivers and city buses, Greyhound, tour buses. They all seem to have that attitude where they can just cut you off, whip them suckers around like candy. Oh.
We got the right of way, so.
Yeah. Get out of my way. Here I come. And them tour bus drivers, some of them get to be the same way. No, Michael.
Move! Get out
No,
the way!
Michael. That's a song that he likes repeating, and it ain't appropriate right now.
Yeah, no, it's not appropriate for. It's not appropriate at all.
Oh.
Move!
What?
Get out the way!
And I'm sure there's some of the younger ones out there that knows exactly what you're talking about.
Oh,
Probably sitting there
absolutely.
cackling.
I get. Yeah, I'm sure they are. I mean, that would be Mr. Ludacris that sings that. Well, not so
There's
much
some older ones that know
singing.
what that is.
Right? Hey, now I'm old enough. I sing different ones, you know.
Yeah.
We got going on about signs today. Sign, everywhere sign. Which most of the younger ones ain't got a clue about that one.
Yeah, right. What gives you
that's
the
a
right?
great somebody. Did you know that?
I couldn't make out the. Try it again, Jack.
Redone.
Which one's that?
And I'm trying to think of who in the hell did it. That sign.
Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't heard the remake of it. Yeah, that's like was talking about yesterday. We were talking about Turn the Page, and Michael was telling me that who was it? Metallica had redone
Yeah,
did a
Metallica.
redo of it. Which
They
I
did a
haven't
really
heard
good
yet.
job.
Yeah, I meant to look it up last night. I didn't do it.
I like their remake. I like their remake. Iron Maiden.
Well, the best remakes I ever heard was done by Weird Al Gorchovich. He could do a remake. You know? And I was watching a bio about him, and they got talking about Michael Jackson, how he redid Michael Jackson's "Beat It," and they said that all the big stars, including Michael, was just honored to have him take their song and abuse it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Everybody make fun of him, but there's a lot of really good artists that ain't sold 40 million albums like him.
Right?
He's won Emmys, all kind of shit. Got a bunch of gold ones.
Well, today driving up this 49, leaving out of that place I loaded at earlier, all I could think about was the crazy Mississippi squirrel. Oh, Ray Stevens. You know? Like, I better watch for the squirrels. I put my windows up. Oh. Half crazy Mississippi squirrel.
I had to step out and slide these standards real quick.
All right. I'm trying to get to my point of stopping real quick. But my real quick seems to be broke. Oh, man.
What was
This
it?
is getting to be a long day. Let's see. I-20 West, exit 45A. 13 miles away.
US 83 the whole way through Kansas.
All right, somebody's mumbling to themselves.
Me.
You didn't take your shoes off to count, did you?
No, I'm trying to remember what all highways I on.
80.
No, not through Colorado. I was on a whole passel of roads there.
Well, you don't have to put all those down. All you got to do is put down the highway you entered on and the highway that you exited the state on.
Yeah, US 83.
You don't have to put all the middle ones. Well, there you go. And you should have been on, what, 25 or 287 or something entering.
Oh, no, Colorado I got. So,
okay.
it was just Kansas.
Oh. I heard you talking, but I couldn't tell what you were saying.
Yeah, just babbling to myself, you know.
No, James was on there talking.
Oh.
I thought he jumped out, dropped a trailer.
Did you cut down through Gaiman, Oklahoma, in Kansas?
He's asking.
No, I missed. No, I came down. I came 3. Gaiman was off to my right. Came down through Liberal, crossed over, and then just kept on going. I'm in. Where the heck am I right now? I don't know, some little podunk crossroads. I'm at the intersection of US 83 and 412. And I'll be heading down at the Senex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll be heading out 412 to Oklahoma City in the morning. So.
Oh, I want you boys to know this road is beating me to death.
I can hear that.
Can you?
Yeah, I hear all kind of noise coming from somewhere.
Probably mine. My truck's taking a whooping right now.
Yeah.
It's a good thing big trucks don't break.
Sound like a thrashing machine you're in.
Right. Well, if y'all would protest Mississippi roads, and then we'll work on Oklahoma next. And one at a time, we'll get them off.
Yeah, I tell you, one of the roads they can test is when you're coming down 287.
Yeah.
You pass through Texas, and as soon as you cross into Oklahoma, you're riding a washboard.
Right. Well, this is one of these concrete roads. I've never seen a good concrete road. Yet they keep building them, and I can't figure out why. And all of them get to be just like this one. You know?
Yeah, well, you know,
They keep. I don't know what they ain't
They
called.
keep trying.
Go ahead, James.
I said we got people online. I don't know why they ain't calling. They're there.
Yeah, you know, they just want to hear the banner. That's all right.
Right.
They'll get up the nerve sooner or later.
Think we ought to play that
Yep,
that commercial?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
might as well. Oh.
Well, it ain't like we got no control. If he's there, go ahead and play it. He might be here in a minute.
648 miles.
Hey, driver, listen
Well,
up.
that ain't
Are you tired of being treated like you need a
No.
babysitter? Are you a professional, independent self-starter
bad. What I
able
was
to
saying,
take
I'm
care
going
of
to be
business
doing
on
good
your
down
own?
500 in.
Give Larry Williams Trucking a call
Yeah.
at 918-262-6049
Well, you do all them backwards.
and talk with Steve.
Well,
I
I
would
didn't
We're
have a whole
looking
lot
for
of
a few
choice.
drivers who know how and
Oh,
are
yeah, I
willing
know.
to work in the old
I
school
know.
tradition using a little
Yeah, I know
$100.
you don't do it by choice.
In return, they
180
offer
this
newer,
morning to
very
get to my
well-maintained
receiver.
equipment, good pay, plenty of miles, and the respect
and
that
that'd make it
comes with just
250
doing the
down
job
there
without creating
To
drama.
the first shipper
If you
that I
think you
left.
might fit in with the team, talk with Steve at Larry Williams Trucking,
350, that'd be
918-262-6049.
Yeah, I'm just barely
You
breaking
won't
500
regret it.
miles for the day.
It's Larry Williams Trucking,
Plus a bunch of trucking BS to go with it.
918-262-6049.
Well, and you know, the
Tell 'em
thing
Nomad
is,
Radio sent
that
you.
actually speaks to something that I learned early on. You know, as a new guy, every day in trucking, every single day is different. There is, you know, and you get a series of drops, and that whole skid. I mean, in our case, of course, it doesn't matter, but much. But when you have a series of drops that have appointment times, all of that is all well and good until you get to your first drop, and after that, it all goes out the window. Because you know,
Well,
I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I got a brother that came back into trucking. He trucked for about a year and a half or so. He team drove with our dad. Now, that would have been back in, I guess, early 80s. And he took about almost a 30-year siesta, at least a 20-year. So he came out, we'll say, exactly. But he had to go back
Hey,
to training
driver,
and all this stuff.
listen
needless
up.
to say.
Are you tired of
And,
being treated like you need a
He got out
babysitter?
here and he's going to start lecturing me about how to drive and all this stuff. And he got harping on a pre-plan because they had taught him about a pre-plan and what's your pre-plan. You know, so I got talking to him and I said, all right, David, you pre-plan? Yeah. I said, all right, when you hit that traffic jam and it shuts you down for an hour and throws that pre-plan off, what do you do? Well, I refigured my pre-plan. That's what they're for. I said, all right. I said, what's the difference in that and me waking up this morning and saying, all right, I got time to drive. I'm going to drive as far as I can and let everything just fall in place. Ain't
Right.
that a pre-plan? Well, no, you have to figure out where you're going to stop. Why, David? You know? There are cities and hills and traffic and construction, which, you know, we all try to have a general idea of how far we want to make it today. But
Well,
it just kind of got me, him trying to lecture me about pre-plans.
yeah. Well, I mean, trip planning is important, you know, to a degree. You know, all of that's you got to stay flexible, though. It's kind of like, I mean, normally I kind of have a pretty good idea of where I'm going to stop for the day. You know, I plan. You know, I set out like I want to do 660 miles today. All right, so I'll go and figure out, all right, where's a good place to stop that's close to that, you know. Today I didn't do that. Today I was like, well, you know, I just set my route for where I'm going to deliver in the morning and try to find the best route there. And then about an hour ago or so,
Right.
And I had roughly an hour and a half, I had an hour, 45 minutes or so. Then I sat down. Then one of the times I had to stop, I punched it in. All right, so I've got about, I can do another like 120 miles. Okay. So, and I found something that was 123 miles. Cool.
Right.
All right. Boom. And that's where I stopped. And the other day I had planned to go, where was it? Now, anyway, I had planned to go X number of miles, and this is when I was coming out of Oregon. And I ended up stopping because,
way early. Yeah.
A number of reasons. Yeah, I ended up having to stop way early because, see, what did I tell you when we were talking? It was something like 60, 65 miles short.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I could
short,
see.
right.
I was sitting here going, hey, there's just no, that's when we were talking about the I-5 in Washington.
Right, it was about 28 miles short. Yeah.
Right. I mean, and it took me 4 hours to go 150 miles or less. Because of traffic. You gotta adapt. You can't panic either. That's the thing,
right.
Is you just gotta say, all right, all right, there's my time. I'm obviously not making where I plan to stop. Let's see where else I can stop.
Right.
And I
well,
picked
that's
something
my whole
else.
point. I attempt to have some kind of an idea of what I want to get done today. But when you're doing LTL and you got multiple stops, then, you kind of look at it, you run your numbers, and you say, well, like that 8-dropper I had going down through Laredo. All right, I'm going to see if I can get 4 off and be waiting at the 5th. Well, I got 4 off, and I was waiting at the 5th. But you have days like today where I had great plans for today. Get that kicked off. It'd take 2 hours. Dispatch had said that they was figuring 4 hours, and I'm like, oh, I hope not. And then everything went up from there. So
you might want to explain LTL. A lot of, new guys, they wouldn't, new people, they might not realize
less than truckload. You either have a truckload or you have less than a truckload. Less than truckload means it's either multiple pickups and multiple drops. Used to do that a whole lot in refrigerators. Now, if there's people out there that's new to the owner-operator game, there's really some pretty good money in LTL. You wind up doing a lot more work for it, but there's some good money in LTL. So,
that's why some of these companies, some of these companies, they specialize in it. It's Yellow Freight or Roadway, R&L. What is it?
Yep.
There's a couple other ones. That's all they do is LTL.
Right. Over.
I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't get into that. First of all, I just can't see myself driving a wiggle wagon. That just.
Well, you don't have to. You really don't have to. But we've done it with reefer units forever. Back in the day.
Well, my brother.
It was.
Yeah, my brother does that.
Right. But it's.
He does that. He runs a reefer.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's nothing It was nothing back in the day to have to make 6 or 8 stops, and you'd be stopping at farms. and we would literally load out in the farms, out in the fields. And 5 minutes and I'm in violation. I'm right on top of them. But the thing that got us, it was before a lot of this flash freezing equipment and stuff came out. And they would put this stuff in our reefer units, 80, 90, 100 degrees. It's been sitting outside in the field. It's fresh out of the field. And then they would want you to set your reefer down on 30 or whatever, and you run halfway across the country, and that stuff still did not pull down to the temperature that they said they wanted it. So you get at the other end, and they'll pulp it, that's taking its temperature, and then they want to play games. That stuff, to me, is nothing but an insurance racket, hauling all the vegetables and stuff.
I used to haul a lot of out of Georgia. They give you a ticket, you go up down, and they take this sheet, blow in like 2 or 3 feet of shaved ice on top of it. Then you get your reefer on about 40 degrees, as you're going down the road. Trickling all down through there, it'll cool it down quick.
Well, we all know that the reefer units are made to maintain a temperature. They're not made to bring a product down to a temperature. And that's where
I mean, if you wanted to do that, if they wanted to do that, man, you need to set the reefer unit at like -10. You know,
I mean, well, they can't do that because the outside product is going to freeze, and then it's going to be trash.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
no, I know. I'm just saying. I mean, you want to cool the stuff down.
A lot of them grocery warehouses would do that to you. Say you didn't make grade A, they want a reduction in the freight bill, and then you'd have to wait on the inspector and argue with them. That was all a big scam. The government took that all over, and you don't ever even see that happen no more. You used to have to call out a USDA inspector. I never lost.
One of the worst loads I picked up was up there around New Jersey, and it was with Prime, and it wasn't Prime's fault. I had to wait like 4+ hours for the load. They had literally couldn't find the load. Well, that's because it was in customs being inspected. And then after that, they bring it to me, and don't mind me, I'm trying to watch and see what I'm wanting to do here. But after that, they bring it to me, and I set the temperature and all this stuff. I was taking it to Florida. It was peppers, actually, and I forget where they came out of. One of the
probably Argentina,
South American countries, right? Somewhere down in that area.
Argentina, Paraguay, whatever.
So I get down there, and I have to sit around and wait on somebody to come take a picture of the seal, take a picture of me breaking the seal, take a picture of me opening the doors, take a picture of the tattletale. Tattletale's a little box that they stick in the back that tells what the temperature that load's been all down through there. Well, that's for the ones that don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
So then I'm talking to this old boy, the receiver, and I'm like, really, what's all this about? Well, we've had problems out of this shipper before. Well, if you had problems out of him, then why do you keep getting his stuff? And they was not happy. The stuff was somewhat wilted. Tried to blame me. All the temperature wasn't right. Prime, with their technology even back then, they did printed out my record of my reefer unit, at what it was set on, and the whole routine, and faxed it to them, and showed I had did what I was supposed to do. And after this old boy had told me about they've been having issues with this company, I said, well, you put on these bills here that it was not my fault. You've been having issues, and this is just another issue. Oh, he wrote some mumble jumble that could be interpreted any way you wanted to interpret it. And
Right.
4 months later, I get a call from claims, and I'm in violation just as I pull into the place. 4 months later, I get a call from claims, and this company, not only did they accept the product, but now they're trying to file a claim to get paid for it. And that's why I say, to me, it's nothing but a racket, all of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, like my brother. You know, a few weeks ago, they had him. They had him pick up a load of chicken, take it wherever, and the receiver. They had him sit there for 4 hours, and until they finally came out and rejected the entire load. So
Right.
we're not taking it. You know, well, you know, so, I mean, he himself didn't mind because he ended up getting paid, you know, the whole time he was sitting there, and, you know, he got paid to haul it, then he got paid to haul it somewhere else. I think he took it to like Meridian or something, to Tyson and whatever. I mean, he got paid. You know, which is unusual. You know, I mean, when you get a rejected load, a lot of times they'll be like, "Well, it's on you. Get rid of it. Take it over to the food bank." You know, and so you waste a day or half a day. You know, trying to drop the stuff off, and of course you go to a food bank. They ain't got no docks. They ain't got nothing. You know, and you're out there tailgating all this stuff, you know, out on the street, you know. So.
I used to call it an iron press. You ever hear of them?
You used to do what now?
I used to work for a guy. He'd tell me to call local Benai Press, and they would have you a wire cost in about 5 minutes. You back that into, and they'd unload every bit of it, take it to food bank. Some Jewish organization called Benai Press.
Anyway, is there any parking in here?
Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys, we can't get nobody to call in, but we're getting subscribers tonight.
Well, cool.
Well, that's cool.
There's me a parking spot.
Well, it's not like you can go anywhere.
Going right there. I ain't got a radio. Old boy trying to holler at me.
You ain't got no radio?
No, I don't carry no radio.
He don't believe in them.
I got burnt out on them years ago. He thought he was going to stare at me, intimidate me, and me give up this parking spot. But that ain't going to happen. I want to park too.
They put these radios in these trucks. They don't let these truck drivers get the golden screwdriver out. I guess they've had too much of that, you know.
Oh, goodness. There we go, and I'm setting the brakes. Oh, goodness. What a day. You got to love trucking or we'd all quit.
You guys about done?
I am done for the day. Hell, I'm done with trucking, but the wife in the bank tells me I got to keep going.
No, I mean, we've been on here for an hour.
It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. So, but I reckon if y'all want, we can go ahead and sign off. It ain't a big deal.
Folks. Well, yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. You go. I'm just gonna do a little sign off thing there. I'm trying to create my habits. Folks, we enjoyed you. Appreciate y'all coming in and joining us for the show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're out there driving, be careful. If you're in a car, cut the big trucks a little bit of slack. They're not really trying to get in your way on purpose. So with that, remember, God loves you. So do we. Y'all have a blessed evening. Thank you for calling in, Michael. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
James?
Yep.
Another successful show, my friend.
All right, man. We'll see you again.
All right. We're going to do it Saturday night. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.